I say it a lot, and it's to not be predictable. You don't lay down a draft and make your opponent feel comfortable. Make them feel uncomfortable. Keep them guessing. We're getting a Tian Lang and a Laura ban. This is to no surprise at all. These are units that they're not new to the pre-ban. They've been pre-banned across the board. And I think the Vanessa's a great pick. The Vanessa doesn't say he's dedicated to turn 1, but it's a 33 speed league that can. These players are drafting very, very fast right now. SWC also saying he may want that turn 1 play here. We've got a Chiwu, we've got a Cigar, remnants of a play style of Lest that he takes this as well, often, even Big V as well. YODAYO locking in a Ganny and a Yanhong. Very fast units here. Great synergy with the 33 speed lead.
Yeah, it looks like we're off to the races already because that Yanhong's got a 116 base speed. So it's accompanied well by the Vanessa, and SWC is quick to lock in an Escher as well with a comparable base speed of 115.
That's right. I mean, SWC, he's not giving up turn 1. That's what that Escher says right there. You know, Masha unit that's going to synergize really well with fast speed play. I think Masha's great. Nice damage, high volatility, keeping up with that immunity, not being affected by the 3rd skill of that Ganymede as well. I'm assuming a Swift Verd, not a triple revenge Verd. It could be a triple revenge Verd because there is the Cigar and that Chew on the other side of the field here. So I wouldn't be super surprised to hear about the triple revenge Verd, but I mean, I think a Swift Verd is kind of one of those big surprise units there to catch your opponent off guard here. And Connell hitting the field here, another great control unit that's able to stop your opponent, especially when they don't have any immunity on the other side of the field.
And something that's worth pointing out too is that with the advent of the latest balance patch, Chiwu also applies glancing now, so that is particularly good against a triple revenge Verd. It means you have to jump through one less hoop to counter him. Shizuka is going to round out SWC's draft there. A little different from what we've seen thus far. In fact, there's not a whole lot of buffs being thrown around, buffs and debuffs being thrown around at all in this gameplay. But I guess you don't turn your nose up at a defense break and a stun.
That's right. I mean, there's only 3 things that you need there. Is any unit to have will, defense breaks and stuns, and your Shizuka's got crazy volatility hitting that field. And enough volatility to get the ban out right here. And the Vanessa's going to get banned out. No speed lead for YODAYO, but we've got one coming out for SWC. Let's see if he's able to take that turn 1 and stay comfortable with it, as Sheer is going to be kicking things off for us.
Oh, we saw YODAYO sit back a little when he realized that he was lacking a speed lead. After that, there's the counter, but he manages to get double crit.
Triple revenge Verd, so that is correct there. Doesn't matter with the glancing though, because Verd's still going to get his worth.
He always finds a way, doesn't he, Stoic? It always feels like he ignores that sort of thing. He'll double crit on water, he'll double crit through glancing. This little vampire can't be stopped.
Yep, even Yanhong getting the strip off through the glancing as well there. Boosting attack bar essentially as well. Vertiheal's going to be generating a ton of attack bar. YODAYO honestly looking really, really good. If this Vertiheal is able to get destroyed here, and it's not, but it looks like the damage is going to be coming into that Yanhong instead, which is quite interesting, because I think the Vertiheal is actually what's essentially going to win this match here for YODAYO. He's able to push out too much attack bar with a lot of attack bar pushback. Obviously, I do believe Charge Vitality is still up with this Yanhong.
Oh, and he's going. YODAYO really trying to save this Yanhong if he can, but it looks like it's going to go down. Even a proc from Ganymede is not enough to save it. Quick crit from Masha to take it out, and she gets one more turn anyway, just because she feels like it. He's trying to decide where to put this skill 2.
That skill 2 going into the Connell. I would have actually said going into that Ganymede, but either way, I think it's a great decision no matter what. We've got Glanton sitting on top of the Cigar looking for a provoke, and he's still going to be landing that provoke here. Damage going into the Connell, taking advantage of the defense break on that unit. We've got more additional turns coming out of this Masha. SWC in full control right now.
Yeah. SWC is very much dominating this game. Gets the kill. And now it's just time for YODAYO to start thinking about the next round here, because I don't think he's going to be able to outvalue the damage this Masha can push out.
Yeah, before I really thought the Vertigo was going to be enough there, but I think Masha's additional turns definitely had something to say about it, bringing a lot of damage to that field there. SWC getting a round 1 victory over YODAYO.
YODAYO's got a little bit of time to figure this out, but that was a strong first game from his opponent. That adaptability shining through there. We knew that SWC had it in him. He's our favorite kind of going into this. I'd love to see YODAYO become a bracket breaker, though.
Yeah, it's always fun to see those bracket breakers come out there and wreck some dreams, but we'll see what happens. We get into round number 2 with the pre-bans from last time. Laura and Tian Lang now available.
I wonder what these players have to pair with them, if there's any wedge-ats in play, anything like that to enhance them. Makes sense. The cigar was pretty powerful, so the Windham Bison, which is its equivalent, gets a pre-ban, and then also a Nefty's pre-ban.
Yep, Nefty's, no surprise there. This is a very, very strong unit. Another 24 speed lead unit that you do have to worry about there. Oliver is going to be the first pick there coming out of SWC2023. YODAYO claiming turn 1 immediately, and that's all that says. Escher, 24 speed lead. Moore hitting the field there. He wants that turn 1. Does SWC2023 let him have it? Does he go with some of his counterattack responses?
Man, these players are all about that turn 1. They are off to the races both times so far.
I love it.
Pushing for that turn 1. Look at this, another Laura. They're getting every high base speed unit I can think of. I feel like we're about ready to see a Spectra come out here with 126. Just kidding.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know about that. Evan,
never.
It is fun. You know,
never.
I would love to see the two-way Spectra hit the field here. It's definitely
That would be pretty.
there's just so many options out there.
Every high base speed unit in the game.
But things are looking pretty good for YODAYO right now. I think he's got great synergy, double strippers here with that Connell as well. So love the synergy for YODAYO. I think if there was a draft that can get him his first victory, it would be this one. I think the Juno's very, very good. I think Shizuka's pretty solid right now, unless YODAYO is going to be taking a reset unit. I definitely could see a Chung Peng hitting the field right now.
Chung Peng would be perfect. A Chung Peng would be great. I wouldn't even mind something that can dish out a little damage, like, you know, maybe a Miles, but I prefer the Chung Peng. I think locking down the cooldown times is of the utmost importance. Opts to take a Masha, which is another speed scaling damage unit, kind of akin to the Falling, so it seems like
the Masha's hitting the field, letting that Juno through is what's happening. Shizuka's probably going to be the bane here, is that one unit that he really can't stop, but even Oliver's looking really scary with that 33 speed lead, so might just ban out the Oliver, opting to ban out that Shizuka, though.
I think that was a good call, because YODAYO didn't really bring much prep to deal with that Shizuka. You know, the Masha's immunity was a nice little piece of tech there, but unfortunately, otherwise didn't have too much to deal with it, so it's a good thing to just ban it out. Turn 1 goes to that Sekhmet. Let's see what she can do. She's landing the increased cooldown time, almost 100% there, Stoic.
Yep, that's right. Sekhmet staying true right now. We got a third skill Massacre coming out, doing a lot of additional damage as well. Laura, is she going to be consistent enough to remove these 2 buffs? No, looks like not going to get that strip on top of the Tian Lang.
Meanwhile, in Juno land, we are very consistent. Getting the full strip.
Everything. And even a stun there sitting on top of that Connell as well. We're going to see a nice skill too, getting 2 more stuns hitting the field right now. SWC2023 looking awfully comfortable for almost losing a unit.
Somehow just bringing it back, opts to increase the cooldown time on the Moore there, and it's probably just going to tangentially deal with the Carnal. He has the opportunity to reduce some attack bar, try to lower that back down. Seems like he's got his sights set on the Water Striker.
Yeah, I love that he went and confirmed that kill on top of that Water Ryu. I think that's something that needed to happen there, but he's looking for a defense break to land. Does land on top of that Laura. I think SWC2023 is looking pretty comfortable right now. He needs to see like something out of the ordinary to pop up here. Not able to get a heal on the Escher, but is able to heal up the rest of the team. Full team stun coming out of the Laura.
Oh, YODAYO looked actually pretty shocked by that. He didn't even expect to get the full thing. And now he's got some turn cycling with the Laura. This could be what he needed to get back into this game. All of a sudden, we've got a chance for YODAYO.
Definitely. It's definitely not out for YODAYO. These occult girls just have a way of turning things around here. Even the Escher, I think the Escher could be the key unit. If you can get that second skill up here, it could be looking a lot better for him. Nice little heal block's going to be sitting on top of that Tian Lang, being the unit that he wants to get rid of the most right now.
Ooh, and here comes Laura. Let's see
damage.
What she can do. Yeah, can we see some good damage here? It's not quite enough to inspire confidence. SWC2023 is still sitting a little bit ahead here.
Yep, not as much as I thought. 2.5 up to 3k coming from that Laura, but it was still pretty good damage. We can see those 3ks popping out there. Third skill's available. That's going to be fit and fine to help get rid of this Tian Lang right here, though.
And you know what? The defense buff is nothing to scoff at either. That's basically healing, essentially. But let's see how devastating this Oliver can be. he has the chance to reset cooldown times from somebody and suck up some attack bar for him and his friend Tian Lang.
Yeah, you got the increased cooldown, but not the attack bar coming out of that lore. But lore is going to be dropped out here due to that Juno. Looking pretty good right now for SWC, so it's definitely not over for him just yet. Defense break's going to be landing on top of the Escher. He's got to drop that Escher. Opt to go for the cooldown time on the Connell, which is the right decision. Juno was going to be primed and ready to get rid of that Escher. And again, SWC looks like he can take round number 2.
Well done from SWC. Occasionally looking like it's on a knife's edge, you know, it just on right there. He could have lost it if something went wrong, but he just edged ahead with some high value units, and now he finds himself at match point.
That is right. A quick 2-0 already. We still have another match where SWC could close it out here to get a 3-0, just like Diligent. Clearly, that experience is showing right here. I mean, both players are definitely experienced, but SWC really wanting to progress in this tournament today, not like he did last year.
Well said. He did manage to get a little bit further than his opponent last year, but that's not to say that YODAYO can't pull it back. Right now, the pre-bans come back. This is exactly what we saw in round 1. So we probably are going to see, like in Oliver lockdown early, we're going to see some just take the speed lead away from the opponent when possible. We saw the Vanessa before as well from YODAYO. We're getting a repeat, exact repeat of round 1, Stoic.
Yeah, very, very quick to draft here. Both players opting to go for turn 1 right now. And like we talked about before with SWC, turn 1 wasn't what we thought we were going to be seeing from him. But as most picks, I guess more players on the ladder were drafting turn 1, and he was just responding to them. But here in the tournament play, man, it's not the ladder. This is very, very different. So SWC was opting to go and fight for that turn 1. Let's see if he stays with it, because I think he's fine to stay with it. And it looks like he's going to dabble in both realms right now. So Escher's going to hit the field as another turn 1 unit, and a Fire Monkey King's going to hit the field.
Yeah, the Fire Monkey King is a good choice. It can be that bruiser unit in case you shift to turn 2, but it also gains attack speed, so that means it can fit in with your fast play style if you so need it to. And providing that sustained damage is so important.
Yeah, he might be also expecting to see that Connell come through once again, and it looks like that's not going to happen. We're going to get a Nephthys locking in a second speed lead for YODAYO, and of course the very fast segment's going to hit the field as well.
Imagine a Veramos. One must imagine a Veramos.
Veramos is there a world we take the Veramos?
I don't think so. I don't think, but he's trying to think of something. You can tell that he really wants to counter it. I think a Juno is a much more reserved and good answer to that as well. I like that she gains the speed buff. I like that she cycles her turns, and she can also be your turn. She can be an opener if Chiwoo doesn't get everything at the beginning.
Yeah, do you think we're banning out the Vanessa, banning out the 33 speed lead here?
I think maybe if we're going to the races, that's what happened last time. Could also see like a Ganny ban, and I know, you know, I think I could see either of those, to be honest.
Well, let's see what happens, because I do think that Juno will get banned out here, thinking that the Nephthys will get let through. Juno is going to get the ban. It looks like that 33 speed lead. Vanessa will get banned out as well.
So SWC saying that he doesn't mind not having a counter to the Nephthys, because if he can secure turn 1 with his Escher, like it's looking that he did, then he can just lock it down and never have to deal with it. Skill 2, boosting the rest of the team. Here comes Chiwoo to try to get some effective glancings in, and lands it on the Nephthys.
Yep, lands everything as well. Skill 2's, skill 3 is going to go out to Juno. Juno's going to be cleansing itself, going with this nice skill 2. I'm sorry, not Juno, that's a segment.
We know what you mean. It's all good. It's all good.
It's not late, guys. It's only 3 a.m. I'll catch on soon.
I'm so sorry, Stoic. Oh, cute little proc to start getting the turns back. That's great. Huge hit from the monkey. Slightly less huge than we were expecting, but still bringing Ganny down to 50% is nothing to scoff at. Yan Hong has the chance to get some clutch little strips here, an attack bar boost.
Ooh,
that glance.
Nice little additional turn as well. Yeah, it will. I mean, he's got to land something, though. He's going to go for that Curse the Beautiful. Does get a little bit of value in there. No value on top of that Fire Monkey King, though.
No, nothing at all. Glancing on Nephthys feels especially bad, because it's one of the few situations where you won't land everything. It feels like a very effective debuff when it's placed on that unit. The first monster drops, and all of a sudden, SWC looking pretty good here with all cooldowns off for YODAYO.
Yep, we'll see what happens. No additional turns going to be popping up with this Yan Hong. Sekhmet looking to gain a little bit of value with that Curse of Beautiful. Getting the defense breaks, sitting on top of this Fire Monkey King.
But what do you do with them? This Yeonhong is trying so hard to get her skills back online, but just can't quite do it.
Not at all yet. A little bit of damage coming towards that Cigar. He does have third skill available. He knows that glancing's up there.
Soonji praying, you saw, he's hoping for it. He's throwing it out, gets the increased cooldown time.
Wow! He nailed it. You can see the excitement right there, and then not so excitement for poor YODAYO right now.
Oh,
because
poor
things are
YODAYO,
not
no!
in his favor right now.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Poor YODAYO. Oh, man, those provokes in.
Ah,
He
wow.
concedes with a 3-0 in favor of Soonji.